attention, please. That propitious moment we've all been waiting for. I'd like to introduce now Mr. Arturo Ui.
Murder, butchery, blackmail, robbery, fraud, guns chattering in public places, men going about their peaceful occupation, solid citizens entering City Hall to testify, mowed down in broad daylight. And what are the city fathers doing all about this? Nothing. Ah, you hear that? These honorable men, their honor should be made of Steiner stuff, are busy spinning shady business plans and injuring the honor of all honest people instead of giving them protection. But good will come to light. Fraud can't be hid too long. To put it bluntly, chaos reigns supreme if everybody does as he damn pleases, prompted by egoism, which is a grievous fault. Then everybody rounds on everybody else and chaos reigns supreme. Suppose I mind my little store in peace, or drive a truck, and hoodlums pump my tires full of holes, or trample through my store with stick 'em up. It is the end of law and order. If, on the other hand, I understand that man is not exactly Mary's little lamb, but just a wolf, I do something about it. I stop my lousy fellow human being from busting whenever the spirit moves him and yelling at me, reach for the sky or else. These hands were not made to reach to heaven, but for honest labor such as battling pickles or cutting salami. That's the way it goes. Men will not yield their guns without coercion. You gotta shoot before somebody shoots you. That is logical. So what to do? You must be wondering. The way you acted so far isn't good enough, grinding your lazy bums behind the counter and fainting every time you see a tug. You're disunited, drifting with the tide. It's not your fault. There's no one to protect you. So first comes unity. Second comes sacrifice. I hear you say, why should we sacrifice? Why dish our cash and buy protection for 10% off of the top? No, thanks very much. There goes our little profits. Now, if you did it free of charge, that would be different. Dear friends, everything costs in life. Only death comes for free. All else is costing money. There is a price tag on security. That is the law of life, and it will never change. Thus I decided, with some other men, here they stand before you, others stand outside, to give you firm protection, come what may. And now, to prove that we are businesslike and most professional, meet Mr. Clark. You know him all, the Cauliflower King.
Friends and fellow grocers, we of the Cauliflower Trust have noted with alarm how tough it is for you to make a buck. Now, we are familiar with your complaints. The stuff is too expensive. Right you are. But why is it too expensive, my friends? Because our drivers, our packers, even our shipping clerks, whipped up by agitators, foreign-born, no doubt, are clamoring for higher wages. But Mr. Ui here and his gallant band of men would like to stop this rot forever.
Sir, you cut their wages even more. Won't we have even fewer customers?
Sir, your question is quite justified. Let me answer you. Like it or not, the working man is here to stay. Yes, sir, if only as a customer. I've always emphasized that honest labor is not a badge of infamy. It makes for profit and prosperity. In fact, it's rather useful. The working stiff is all of my sympathies. So long as he remains an individual. But if the wise guy starts to organize and sticks his goddamn nose into things he does not understand, like lower wages, higher profits, and etc., then I must tell him, now just a minute, brother, now that's enough. You're a working man, which means you work. But if you stop working and take a step along that picket line, then you will cease to be a working man, and you'll become, and I am quoting now, the slander of your mother's heavy womb, subversive sons of bitches, all of you, and basta, I must stop you dead.
Gentlemen, thank you. And now, to demonstrate our good faith, I would like to introduce that marble constant man, and I'm quoting too. That very model of unblushing honor. Give him a hand, boys.
Mr. Dogsborough, I would like to say how deeply I'm obliged. I won't forget how you, the watchdog of the waterfront, has picked this younger man, this simple son of Brooklyn, as a friend. How Providence has united us for aid.
Shattering moment, father and son.
Okay, you guys, you heard the chief, huh? He spoke straight from the shoulder, huh? Now, if you got any questions, fire away. And don't be scared. Nobody's gonna eat you. If you don't stay in line, fruitless palaver ain't my cup of tea. So let's not have no bullshitting around with ifs and buts and let me ask my wife and blah, 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 blah. But if you got any constructive type suggestions, shoot the works. I'm listening.
Don't be shy. You know me in my little flower shop. I'm one of you. Rah, rah, rah. Javola! Thank you. What's it gonna be? Murder or protection?
It's quiet in my neighborhood these days. There's never been a fracas in my store.
Neither in mine.
Same here.
Remarkable.
Oh, we've heard about some trouble in saloons like Mr. Ui told us. Where glasses smashed to bits and liquor poured out on account they wouldn't pay protection money. It's all quiet here in the groceries.
Mm-hmm. Is it? How about Sheets' murder, the death of Bo?
What's that to do with us? Or cauliflower?
Nothing whatever, my friend. What's your name?
Samuel Goldman, sir.
Just a minute, Mr. Goldman.
Speak up, dear Mrs. Ball. We are listening.
Mr. Ui, stricken as I am with grief on account of the dirty murder of my late lamented husband, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to you, especially for the beautiful flowers you sent me. And my little girl, who's been deprived of her father, and at such a tender age, too.
Mrs. Ball, my sympathies for your loss. This ruthless and outrageous reign of terror must be rooted out.
Stop! Just a minute. The meeting isn't over yet. In memory